In today's video, I will be making an entire Roblox game in just 7 days. However, I am using over 500 custom assets provided by GPI. Their Discord server will be found in the description down below. I want to make this a hard challenge. I'm not just gonna put a game together, that's gonna be boring to watch. Instead of just making a map, we gotta make the game playable. And you know me, I don't know nothing about scripting. And to be honest, that isn't possible in under 7 days from scratch. But thanks to GPI's help with the assets, I'm able to do a decent amount of work in a short period of time. And luckily for me, they also wanted to provide me with some scripting help, so you guys can test the game if you want to. I started by using one of their pre-made maps, and I added a bunch of trees from one of their asset packs. Adding all the trees to the map took hours upon hours. In fact, it took an entire day just to place the trees, and I mean, as in literally. Okay, I was kidding. It only took 8 hours. Please leave a like. Oh. Well, after adding the trees, the map looks so much better. It has some life to it. Not only that, I added bushes, small environmental changes, as well as some small decorations. Now it was time to start working on the roads. This still haunts me. Roads look simple to make, but take up a lot more time than you would think. I wasn't expecting it to be a hard task, but seriously, I wasn't gonna be able to add road layers across the entire map in just 7 days. So I had to bring some friends on to help me quickly place and duplicate roads everywhere. And even with 2 friends helping me, this process took a staggering 2 days to make. And remember folks, I only have 1 week to put this game together. So on day 4, after roads and environment looked decent enough, it was time to start adding buildings. I quickly grabbed one of GPI's build packs and started looking through trying to figure out what I could use for this game. And I basically brought everything into the game. I didn't want any empty space around the map. I also built a few construction sites using GPI's assets, and honestly, it looks amazing. Construction sites are needed in a developing city, especially if you wanted to look alive. Next, I wanted to make sure there wasn't any missing spots, and every time I spotted one, I made sure to place something there. After a while, the map felt more filled and didn't have that empty feeling, yet something didn't feel right. The map was missing color, and in order to fix this, I had to add more color. So I came up with a plan, and it actually ended up working. I basically just changed the color of some buildings and added a few bright assets provided by GPI. So now the map not only felt filled, but it had gained some light. And honestly, so far, it's looking pretty good. But I still had countless of buildings to add before all the empty spots were gone. So after working for another few hours, we were finally getting closer. The place looked bigger and better, as well as a decently sized roleplay game. But it still had a bit of a boring look, and I definitely felt that there was something missing. And of course, it had to be something that I always complain about in roleplay games, and those are the small details and assets. So I had to add those into the game. And man, this was funny. I began by adding fences, signs, mailboxes, and anything you could possibly think of. And to be honest, it felt fun just adding these small details, or maybe I should say assets. It didn't require as much work, and it felt more exciting because everything you were placing was basically new. And after doing this for a little while, the map looked twice as good as it did before. I felt relieved, especially with the fact that the map didn't take 20 years to finish. But then it came to mind, I gotta make this game playable. So I opened Discord and I asked the owners of GPI if they could provide me with some scripting help. And luckily for me, they kindly said yes and sent some scripters my way. I told the scripters I needed a team changer, a menu screen, and some interactable things within the game. But not just that, I needed tools. So I explained to the scripters that they would have to include a few tools for the teams and also gear for that matter. The scripter was working very hard that day. Now time was going by quickly, and I knew I couldn't finish the entire map with buildings and small details in just 7 days. So I began placing a bunch of construction sites everywhere, making it look like this town was still under construction. So I mean, I added cranes, I added buildings and buildings and buildings, and they were all under construction, and they were placed everywhere around the map, so it looked like everything was just being built. And I honestly kind of like how it looks. It looks super good. Someone went from a very boring looking map to a very stunning looking map. Okay, well, not compared to other developers' maps, but I put together something and I'm proud of it. Alright, so it's been a week now and we're gonna go check the game out and see if it's playable. I believe the scripter almost got all the work done. Alright, we're in the game now. So it seems like I actually spawned with a spike strip deployer. I don't know why I have that, but it looks interesting. So we got a few teams actually. So we got civilian, jailed, New York police, criminal, and New York fire. We're gonna press change teams down here. We can actually choose a team we want to join. So let's join up the New York police department. Okay, so we got a radio down here that I don't know how it works or anything. We seem to have a basic ACS kit or something, but this is new. I haven't seen this before. And I don't know how to turn this around, the spike strip deployer. And I honestly don't know how to place it either. Oh, wait, you can actually turn it around by holding E, but you can't hold E because of the ACS. Okay, how do we actually release this thing though? Well, all right, let's get inside this car and see if it works. Oh yeah, the car works. Okay, that's great. Honestly, I can't lie, this game isn't looking too horrible. Like compared to other roleplay games, it isn't too bad. It can definitely be better because this is still horrible, but it's not too bad. Honestly, the roads can be improved with like actual realistic road features, like for example with the roads not being completely flat. You know, that's something I complain about in every game out there on Roblox. But when I'm driving around, I'm actually kind of surprised how I managed to put together even something like this, because you know, I'm not even remotely a good developer compared to many others out there, but some things just look so good either way, even though they were made by me. Well, to be honest, most of the things in here are actually as custom models, so it isn't completely surprising that I managed to put this together. What the heck is this? But it's still very interesting just looking at it, because this proves that you can do quite a decent amount of work even though you're by yourself. As of right now, I have big respect for all Roblox developers out there, because putting together a game from scratch without any custom models like this or anything, that is hard. If I didn't receive a map like this that was already kind of finished, then there wouldn't even be a game to play right now. I can assure you that. But yes, it isn't too bad, but I believe if you want to have like a good version of this, then you probably have to wait another 5 months, because yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes into making a Roblox game, and it isn't just a 7-day project usually. But yeah, this is a 7-day project and I'm not complaining. Let's join up the fire team and see if there's actually anything in there. So we're in the fire team now. Oh wait, we're here again. Okay, so every team spawns in the same place. All right, wait, now the spike strips are on the ground and I can extend these. What? Why do I keep having these spike strips? I don't know why, but this is cool. This is a really cool feature right here, and I don't know why every team got the spike strips, but yeah, that's interesting, I guess. I thought we would have some kind of gun or something. Give me all. Oh yeah, we got a few things in here too. For example, the RPG. Look at that thing. That's actually kind of amazing. I believe this is a custom-made ACS kit. It should be, because this is a little too good for the normal ACS gun kit, I believe. We're probably gonna make this game into an actual like just PvP kind of fighting game where you just go around and shoot people, because honestly, I can see this being something. Like imagine a huge PvP map where you just walk around and shoot people. Sounds like every other PvP game on Roblox, but yeah. Well, yeah, I ain't complaining. Like in a week, this isn't too bad. Some things are missing, some things are not missing. But either way, if you want to check this out, then just press the link in the description down below. You're gonna have to expect a horrible game. It's in a playable state, but it's not something that you're gonna have fun playing. I can assure you that. But either way, I'm gonna ask the scripter if he wants to continue working on the game. And in that case, then we might actually have a functioning roleplay game with this map in the future. And in like a 5-month period, you can do a lot of improvements, especially for a game like this. And guys, make sure to join GPI's Discord server. In there you can find a bunch of cool products, like this building for example. You can find maps, you can find all sorts of cool things. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye.